Today I'm doing one of the most unique things you can do in the world by taking this golf cart on abandoned train tracks in New Zealand for 80 kilometers into 21 tunnels.
Whoa.
And over 90 bridges through the beautiful countryside.
Wait, we're really seeing everything out here.
Yeah.
Come along as my friend Mike and I learn about the history of the area, encounter countless sheep.
We got a sheep. Is it on the track? We've got a sheep on the track.
And end up in a secret country within New Zealand.
Yeah, and Mike is driving, so we'll see how it goes.
Since today is an all-day adventure, we're starting bright and early. Our guide Vaughn picks us up at the hotel for a short 15-minute drive to the beginning of the rail tracks where a lot of golf carts are parked. A pretty unique and unusual sight. Pretty unique is also that we are the only ones our guide Vaughn takes out in this direction today.
Tell you some stories and a bit of history and stuff about the line and what we do.
Usually you would ride in a bigger group, but since we're filming, we get to take our time and enjoy the journey at our own pace. We can't take too long, however, because at the halfway point, the carts will be lifted off the track to make room for the group coming the other way. But more on that later in the video. After a short safety announcement from my co-pilot Mike, we are on our way.
Oh, hi. Remember, when you're driving, always keep your eyes on the road, or in this case, the tracks. You don't want to take them off. Who knows what could come out in front of you? It'd be very dangerous. Do not do that.
No comment.
I will be the first ones to drive and super excited to finally get this journey started.
All right, we're off on the golf carts.
Here we go.
Just the first bit. It's pretty easy to operate, I'd say. You just hit the gas pedal and it turns on. Figuring out the steering though.
Look out!
No, there's no steering wheel in this, so you just follow the tracks.
That's the easy part.
Yeah.
The full heritage line stretches 142 kilometers and takes 2 days to complete. Today the journey covers about 80 kilometers to Whangamomona, where we will stay overnight. Tomorrow a combination of a jet boat and car ride will take us back to the starting point.
I'm at full speed right now.
This is full speed?
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. I mean, this is quick.
It's kind of like it's pretty quick, like a theme park almost. Like,
yeah. That's right, it does feel like an amusement park ride.
The only difference is you're controlling the speed and can stop wherever you want, which makes this such a unique activity.
I think there's a huge tunnel coming up soon, so.
Well, a couple, yeah.
Yeah, the longest tunnel off the track, I think.
Wow.
So this is the longest tunnel on the line we're going to go into in a minute.
Okay.
1,525 meters long.
Oh, are you afraid of the dark?
No, I'm not.
Okay, me neither. I love this stuff.
Yeah. All right, we're into our first tunnel. Pretty dark in here. 1.4 kilometers, right?
Yeah. I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel behind us either. We're in this together, Sam.
Yeah, we are.
Grab you and pull you up. Yeah, take your feet off the pedals there. We just get the guests to stay in the cart. It's the only tunnel we do stop in, but we still get everybody to stay in the cart just because of the drains. But yeah, you can sort of see the boxing, the timber that they use that they would put up, and then they would pour the concrete from behind.
And of course we had to turn off the lights to see how dark it is.
Ready.
Ready, okay.
The world has disappeared.
You scared, Mike?
Yeah, well, I'm ready to put the lights back on and keep going, I think.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to carry on out. We're going to head out towards Martini for some morning tea.
Awesome.
All right,
I like
morning
the sound
tea.
of that.
Crazy to think that all these tunnels were hand-built. And just as we leave the first one, we are approaching another highlight before we break for tea. Our first real bridge.
What I like about this journey here is that everything is so green. There's like green hills there, and we're told it's getting better later on the track, so I'm really excited for that. And also, like, there's nothing out here. It's not a theme park or anything.
No.
You can just like drive on by yourself. Obviously you have a guide with you, but everything is real. You're all in the wilderness. I thought I adapted to the Canadian lifestyle, but I had to put my jacket on because I'm kind of cold.
It's a bit of a chilly morning. We're at the beginning of their spring, and some of the tunnels are quite cold too.
Yeah.
Plus, I think this thing goes a little bit faster than you expected it to. It's a little bit more wind.
But there's tea soon, so
Yeah.
warming up for that.
This is your guys' morning and afternoon tea, but I'm sure you guys can have a bit of afternoon
It's a
tea.
lot.
You can have afternoon tea for morning tea as well if you
So
want.
what is this? Is it a little breakfast?
Yeah, so
bar?
it's just her home baking that she does.
That's good.
That was great.
All right, Mike, you done being passenger princess?
My turn to drive. I'm excited. Yeah, let's do it.
A nice little stop for coffee and another. No, what? Wait for me!
Mike wouldn't leave me here. He's gonna be so bored. All he could talk to would be the sheep.
Blah.
Now Mike took over the driving. He's a crazy driver. Look at how he's going on the steering wheel. I hope he gets us there safely. Let's see.
No hands. No hands.
The landscape here has become even more beautiful as we go over bridges, through more tunnels, and in between green hills. We see a few exciting things on the way.
They're staring at us.
Mike, get out of here.
Or make things up to keep us entertained.
We're now on the longest, straightest stretch of track on the railway. I don't know if that's true. That's just me making excitement out of nothing.
Yeah, we've all these interesting stops on the way and learn a little bit about the history about the area.
Tadu State Coal Mine, yeah, it's about 3.5 miles up into the valley, up into there. Come down the aerial ropeway, get down here, you can still see the concrete there as part of the old landing. Then it would be loaded onto the trains and off it would go. Yeah, and then the mine closed in 1971 and that was a big sort of downturn for the area, especially Ohura and stuff.
I think 15 minutes from lunch, which I'm excited about. Pretty hungry.
You've been saying you're hungry all morning.
It's true. We had some cookies that were delicious. I'm looking forward to like a sandwich.
And now that even my drone flying skills have disappeared, I think it's time to take a break for lunch. We have been on the track for more than 4 hours.
Got some homemade sandwiches for lunch. Thanks, Mike. You're welcome.
Lunch also marks the midway point and there's a group coming the other way, so our carts have to get lifted off the tracks to make room for the others passing by.
Pretty cool system here.
Really cool system.
All right, had a great lunch. Had like 3 sandwiches. And now we're heading more into the wilderness. There's no road or anything we're going, so it's going to be even more beautiful.
While the area we have been driving through this morning was mostly farmland where we would see roads and buildings along the way, we are now headed into the bush, which should be really exciting.
And now we're coming to Vaughn's favorite part of the journey. He's an expert, so he's been here many times. So I trust him with coming out of the tunnel in a totally different area. So I should be excited. I'm excited. I like the bush. I go hiking all the time, so I like the wilderness.
Well, let's go see it.
Yeah, let's go.
Vaughn says when we come out of the tunnel, the landscape will be totally different.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope I'm not building this up too much.
I don't know how that's possible, but I'm in for a surprise. I like a surprise.
We're up for it.
All right, the sheep have left. No more farmland. Lots of trees around. Bush. So
It's like jungle and forest here.
it's I like it. I like it. It's very different.
We're in the middle of the Tangadakau forest, Tangadakau bush. So yeah, where we are here, we're probably about 8 kilometers in a straight line through the bush to the closest road north.
Wow.
South it's probably 30-40 kilometers or more.
We are back in civilization now, and this would usually be the spot for afternoon tea.
Welcome to Kangarakau.
Thank you.
But we are still so full from lunch, we decide to continue.
Did we do any other videos together other than something to do with trains? I don't think so.
No, because you haven't invited me on a trip yet.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe. Maybe soon. Germany train?
Yeah? You're gonna invite me on a hike.
Okay, yeah. We'll see. Stay tuned for that video.
Stay tuned, subscribe to find out.
While the bush is different and also beautiful, I kind of prefer the green hills, especially with the soft evening light approaching. I think this is my favorite part of the track. The sign indicates that we must be close to the end of our journey as we approach the self-declared Republic of
Whangamomona.
a secret country within the country, so to speak.
Well, I think this is it.
Yeah.
I think this is it.
After a total of 10 hours and 82 kilometers, we arrive at the end point of the journey today. Now you could continue along the tracks for the whole 142 kilometers, but we will stay the night and then return to our starting point tomorrow.
Right, we arrived at the final station and are now off to the hotel. Just parked, it was an amazing experience. Took all day and now ready for some food and drink. I'm excited. I made it to the hotel. It's this place, Whangamomona, is a republic. So they have a president, and it used to be a goat or another animal, but now it's a human. But let's grab some dinner. I'm pretty hungry. We deserve it.
We've earned it.
Adventure is not over yet. We're going somewhere cool.
Yeah, we are. We always are.
We are.
We always are.
We are. So stay tuned for that.
Come along.
It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be windy. That's all I've got to say.
And possibly wet.
Wet.
Wet and
No,
wild.
I hope not too. I
Wet
hope
and
not too
wild.
wet.
To return to the starting point, we're taking a fun jet boat ride on the Whanganui River. Unfortunately, this marks the end of this adventure with Mike, as he will continue to ride more trains in Europe. I will continue to explore New Zealand over the next 2 weeks with a camper van road trip to the South Island, so make sure to subscribe to not miss this epic adventure.